came is Madhulika Gothakurta. She will be here later today, and you will meet her during the rest of the summer school, as also during her lecture later in the week. I believe it's the last lecture this week. I'm glad to see all of you made it out here. I almost didn't. It was a stormy day, as you know, and the story of many canceled flights and rescheduled, and I didn't know what was happening really, but somehow I stumbled into bed at 3 a.m. in the morning, local time here, which was really 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's been fun. The weather here is really nice now. Nick has a nice exercise. I know that he has been passing this around, this blue thing. And I think he's going to introduce you to the art of elevator speeches. But we'll get to that in a moment. Before that, for logistical guidance, I'm going to turn over the podium to Tammy Keppel for other introductions and messages that she might want to convey to you. We are around, and we look forward to spending a very good week with you. Feel free to stop us, to talk to us about lectures and other things in your mind, your own work, your careers, and so on and so forth. This is a unique summer school. It brings together students from pretty much all corners of the globe. We are oversubscribed in terms of the excellent applicants we get, and it's always a really hard decision to stop at 35 and no more, and you can see that every chair in this room is taken. But I think in that it is a rather unique summer school, that we have the privilege of having students from all over the world. So get to know each other, have a really great time, talk about science and other things. With that, I'm going to hand this over to Tammy. And Tammy is flunking the first.
I did.
Go talk with her.
Thank you. And she's NASA's lead program scientist for the Living Start program, and the force behind the Heliophysics Summer School, and the Jack Eddy postdoc fellowship. Vika is a scientist, mission designer, instrument builder, director, and manager of science programs, and teacher and spokesperson for NASA's mission, and vision in human physics specific. We're very grateful for her leadership.
out based on talking to your people in your group, what my selection criteria are for different groups. You will have, so we're gonna work on this in these groups with the activity I got planned to work on this right now. But first, before you move, anybody not see their name up there? Good? Okay, great. Find your table. The wall is that wall over there, so those groups are over up against the wall. This is the lecture side, so this is the alleyway between the top slide and the front is the front. So find your groups, go over. You don't have to bring anything over for this activity. And meet you over on the other side.
Group 1? Yes. Hi, I'm Rob. Okay, nice to meet you. Exactly.
I'm Alexandros.
Okay. Robert.
Nice to meet you.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
That's number 2. They aren't numbered, but they're just so figured out by the orientation.
You get.
You've got good.
That we're gonna throw this around.
Do you often have to tell them where to go? Oh, you don't get to play with that yet.
Oh, okay.
Not yet. In a minute. Great. Great. You've already started talking to each other. That's brilliant. I'm going to give you something to talk about. So, elevator speeches, short speeches. As you move on in your career, you may have those experiences. As you move on in your career, you find yourself in a position where you have to stand up in front of people without any preparation and say something clever. Okay. So it's important to get a lot of practice at this. How many people have been in experience? How many people have had experiences giving an elevator speech? Either practicing one or saying one. I see 2 hands going up. I don't believe that. So I see 4 hands. So push your hands up and keep them up, and the other people will be braver as we keep more hands up. Okay. So some of you are admitting to having some experience at this. Great. Under what circumstances? Oh, we're doing the blue box now. Under what circumstances? So I saw 2 hands here. Under what circumstances did you have to give an elevator speech? You can speak into the blue box.
Oh, nice. At a conference, and then at my program, or my grad program, we were forced to do them.
Everywhere.
Everywhere? Okay.
So when we left the undergrad school,
When you left undergrad?
yeah, at that time, yeah. So we had a farewell party.
Who else? It's very soft, right? It's a little puffy.
I mean, I guess at various conferences, other networking events at my university. Sort of also, I mean, everyone, as soon as they hear you're in space science engineering, wants to know what you do.
Right. Yeah. On the plane. Suddenly, yeah. Okay.
But
Right.
mostly professionally, I guess.
Right. Any other interesting places people have had to give an elevator speech? Impromptu best man at a wedding. That was one of mine. So it was not an elevator speech, of course, but a short talk where I had to come up with something quickly. So where have you used them? And so take a minute, and if you want, make a little list on the paper that's in front of you. What are your goals? So if you have given an elevator speech, you can think about that. If you haven't, think about what they might be. What are your goals in giving an elevator speech? So, if you don't know what an elevator speech is, thank you for asking that question. Ask somebody at your table, okay? And if nobody at your table knows, ask me. I have plenty of paper you can write on.